Everyone dreams of having a razor-sharp, perfect memory, so they never forget a name, a birthday, or why they walked into the kitchen. But let's be honest, as we pass 60, our risk of memory loss, cognitive decline, and even full-blown Alzheimer's disease all increases. That may sound alarming, but here's what gives me hope. Research now shows that there's a lot we can do to keep our brains sharp. In fact, our brains can continue to grow, adapt, and even repair themselves well into our 60s and beyond. Welcome to Golden Aging Health. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 scientifically proven strategies to protect your brain health, boost your memory, and promote long-term healthy aging. These tips are especially helpful in preventing dementia and maintaining brain health after 60. Watch until the end, because in Section 4, I'll reveal a powerful eating habit from Harvard that could delay Alzheimer's by years. Tap like, subscribe to Golden Aging Health, and let's protect our minds together. Now let's dive into the practicalities of 5 powerful ways we can protect our brains and stay mentally sharp after 60. These aren't just general tips. They're scientifically proven, easy to implement, and have been shown to support long-term brain health and prevent Alzheimer's. And the first tip may surprise you not because it's complicated, but because it's something we often underestimate. Way number 1. Move your body, save your brain. We often think of exercise as something that keeps our heart and muscles strong. But did you know that it may be one of the most powerful tools for Alzheimer's prevention? According to the National Institute on Aging, regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates the growth of new brain cells. It also reduces inflammation and insulin resistance, 2 key factors linked to cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. To keep your brain healthy, incorporating 30 minutes of moderate movement into your day, whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or gardening, can make a remarkable difference. Even gentle chair exercises improve circulation and mental sharpness, especially if mobility is limited. I know a lovely woman named Helen, who at 68 started walking daily after her doctor warned her about mild memory problems. Within 6 months, not only did her memory improve, but she also felt more energetic and positive. Her story shows that it's never too late to start moving your body. Remember, exercise doesn't just strengthen your heart and muscles. It builds a brain that's resilient against cognitive decline and promotes healthy aging. I'm curious. What's your favorite way to stay active? Have you noticed a difference in your memory or mood when you move more? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might encourage others. Way number 2. Feed your brain the right fats. After moving our bodies, the next vital step for Alzheimer's prevention and maintaining brain health is nourishing the brain with the right kinds of fats. You might be surprised, but not all fats are harmful. Some are actually brain food. The human brain is nearly 60% fat, and it relies on fatty acids to build cell membranes and support neuron communication. That's why researchers at Harvard Health Publishing recommend omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA and EPA, as a critical part of any senior's diet for Alzheimer's prevention. In fact, a study in the journal Neurology found that older adults with the highest levels of omega-3s in their blood had better brain volume and slower cognitive decline compared to those with low levels. To support your brain health through nutrition, focus on adding foods rich in healthy fats. Try eating fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel at least twice a week. These are packed with DHA and EPA, the omega-3s your brain craves. For plant-based options, sprinkle walnuts or chia seeds into your meals. They're excellent sources of ALA, another brain-boosting fatty acid. Add avocados and olive oil. They're loaded with monounsaturated fats that help improve blood flow to the brain and reduce inflammation. which is critical for Alzheimer's prevention. Don't forget the Mediterranean diet. Studies from the Alzheimer's Association and Mayo Clinic show it's linked to a 53% reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's when followed consistently. Take cookbook author and television host B. Smith, diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's disease in her 60s. Her family adopted the Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, greens, fish, and nuts, to support her brain health. While not a cure, they noticed improvements in her mood and daily focus. This mirrors findings from Rush University, where the MIND diet, a blend of Mediterranean and DASH diets, was linked to up to a 53% lower risk of Alzheimer's when followed closely. And remember, what you put on your plate each day can truly shape how your brain functions tomorrow. Way number 3. Fasting, sugar, and the Alzheimer's diabetes connection. Earlier, I mentioned a powerful eating habit backed by Harvard researchers that could help delay Alzheimer's disease by years. That habit is intermittent fasting, and it's gaining real momentum in the world of brain health. More and more studies are showing a strong link between blood sugar problems and cognitive decline. In fact, some scientists now refer to Alzheimer's as type 3 diabetes because of how chronically high insulin levels can damage brain cells. Just like in type 2 diabetes, the brain becomes insulin resistant, leading to memory loss and increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors with higher blood sugar levels show faster brain shrinkage and poorer memory performance, even if they don't have diabetes. This is where intermittent fasting shows promise. A study from Harvard Medical School found that time-restricted eating, where you eat only within a 10 to 12-hour window, can reduce inflammation and trigger autophagy, a process that clears out damaged cells and proteins from the brain. Of course, you don't need to do extreme fasting to benefit. You might start with a 12-12 schedule. For example, eating breakfast at 8 a.m. and finishing dinner by 8 p.m. This gives your body and brain a 12-hour overnight break from digestion and insulin spikes. During your eating window, avoid sugary snacks, especially late at night, since high glucose levels before bed can disrupt the brain's natural repair cycle. Instead, focus on slow-digesting carbohydrates like oats, leafy greens, and beans, which help keep your blood sugar stable and support long-term brain health. It's not about skipping meals. It's about creating recovery time for your brain. If you could change just one eating habit to protect your brain, what would it be? Less sugar, better timing, or smaller portions? Let's start a conversation below. In the next section, I'll introduce a stress-related factor that's often overlooked but can quietly chip away at your memory over time. Stick with me. It's one of the most surprising tips in this video. Way number 4. Calm the mind. Protect the brain. You don't have to feel overwhelmed or anxious all the time to harm your brain. Even low levels of chronic stress when left unmanaged can quietly chip away at your brain health. And after 60, those effects become even more serious. When we're constantly stressed, our bodies produce excess cortisol, the stress hormone. According to Mayo Clinic, long-term elevated cortisol levels can damage the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Over time, this stress-related damage can increase the risk of cognitive decline and even accelerate the progression of Alzheimer's disease. You might have seen this in people around you. A senior who's constantly anxious or overwhelmed often seems more forgetful, more distracted. It's not just getting older, it's stress quietly reshaping the brain. Simple daily practices can reverse this effect. Research from Harvard Health shows that seniors who engage in regular mindfulness meditation, breathing exercises, or even daily gratitude journaling significantly reduce cortisol levels and improve memory recall. Even better, These practices don't require any special equipment or perfect silence. Just 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing in the morning or before bed can lower stress, slow brain aging, and boost clarity. I once met a retired school principal who, after her husband died, began meditating daily. At first, she had trouble concentrating, but within 3 months, she noticed less memory lapses and a calmer, more positive outlook. Her brain felt more clear, as she described it, and her family noticed too. You don't need to erase all stress. You just need to give your brain space to rest, reset, and heal. In the meantime, I'd love to know, do you have a favorite way to calm your mind? Whether it's prayer, music, breathing, or walking in nature, share it in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire today. Way number 5. Sleep, the brain's nightly repair system. Do you think of sleep as just rest? What if I told you that for your brain after 60, it's actually your most powerful overnight cleaning system? When we sleep, especially during deep non-REM sleep, our brain activates the glymphatic system, a built-in detox network that clears out harmful waste proteins like beta-amyloid, which is closely linked to the development of Alzheimer's disease. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, poor or fragmented sleep leads to faster accumulation of these toxic plaques, accelerating cognitive decline. One study published in JAMA Neurology found that seniors who regularly slept fewer than 6 hours a night had more amyloid buildup and worse memory compared to those who got 7-8 hours of quality sleep. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed, since blue light interferes with melatonin. Keep your bedroom cool and dark to support deep sleep. And try cutting off caffeine by 2 p.m. while avoiding heavy meals late in the evening. Even small changes make a difference. Studies show that adding just 30 minutes of restful sleep each night improves memory and mental clarity in older adults. When you practice daily stress relief, whether it's mindfulness, prayer, or journaling, you actually help your brain prepare for deeper, more restorative rest. And that's when memory is strengthened and toxins are swept away. Sleep isn't just recovery, it's repair, protection, and prevention. So let me ask you, how's your sleep these days? Do you wake up refreshed or feeling foggy? So let's quickly recap the 5 ways you can protect your mind. Starting today, move your body. Regular activity fuels brain function and slows memory decline. Feed your brain the right fats. Omega-3s and the Mediterranean diet nourish neurons. Try gentle fasting and control blood sugar to fight the hidden effects of type 3 diabetes. Lower your stress levels to protect the memory center of your brain. Prioritize quality sleep. Your brain repairs and detoxes while you rest. You don't need to do everything at once, but you do need to start, because Alzheimer's prevention isn't about waiting for symptoms, it's about protecting your brain health before the damage begins. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health. And if you want more trusted tips for your brain, check out our playlist called Brain Health. I put it in the description. You will find something life-changing there. This is Golden Aging Health, and I believe your best brain years are still ahead. I'll see you in the next video.